And then your life is not totally 100% driven by the fear. So that is just kind of like a, like just a wisdom that we use in the Tibetan Buddhism, that like how we shaped our fear, to use it, to make our fear in a right direction, to make it create more positive result. So it is like, first you look and accept that, you are afraid. There's a fear. I accept that I am afraid and I have a fear. And then you look into the fear, and then you will find that your fear is, it is just creating a lot of image, which is not true. And then it is also living in the future, it's not living in the present. So with that understanding, what will it help you is you allow yourself to be in the present, and you watch your fear, and that time you can really shape your fear. So when you really shape your fear, then it is like you are in control of your own fear. You are in control of your fear. It is not that your fear is controlling you. So when we allow our fear to control our life, then it's like a lot of unnecessary suffering and things we create things like that. So that is why it is not just working with the fear, and I think that is also working with a lot of different emotion too. Like once we know how to shape our fear, then like many of our emotion that is related to the fear, and we will clearly see which emotion is related to the fear, and we will know how to shape it. So then, it is just kind of like we are paying some attention to our one aspect that is needed and attention. So when we really go deep into that, another thing that we will find out is that love, compassion, courage, actually courage, right? Like courage is actually the opposite of the negative fear. And so like many times we cannot generate love, compassion, and courage because when our whole life is overtaken by the fear. So when we look at our fear, then we will see how our fear is affecting our love. We will see clearly. If we don't go inside, we will just kind of make up some word about things, but we don't really experience what is really going on inside. So when we experience how love and fear is affecting in a negative way, then what positive result we will gain is we will we will value our loving emotion. And when we value our love and compassion, and then, just kind of we will see that when we are very afraid and we kind of totally give our all value on fear, then how it is not allowing us to generate genuine love, genuine compassion, trust, respect, and all these things. So that is just kind of when we know how to shape our fear, when we know, and actually the another words for shaping fear is to go deep inside the fear and face with the fear. Then there's another catch actually. When we are, the one main obstacle to face our fear is that we have another fear, that is fear of our own fear. Because we don't want to face it. Why we are keep avoiding it? Because we are afraid. So like all these things kind of like we will realize and recognize when we really go deep inside. So that is just a short version of Tibetan Buddhist point of view, how we look at the fear and shape our fear, and to really accept and to, to really explore and our own emotion, and then it will help us to bring ourselves into the present moment. So all the message is coming into living into the present moment. Everything, all the spiritual advice, everything, it is like if we start living in the present moment more, then all this unnecessary emotion we can deal easily. Yeah. So that's just a short topic on shaping the fear. And if you have any question, we have some